Scorpio and Virgo sexual and intimacy compatibility. If there is something Scorpio would like to fight for, it is the chastity of Virgo. This is a very interesting couple in the domain of sexual activity, one of them hiding their sexuality, and the other acting as sex itself. Even though Scorpio can be too rough of Virgo, making them feel uncomfortable and even violated in a way, in most relationships between representatives of these two signs, there is enough rationality to the approach of Virgo to make this contact possible. What we often fail to understand is the fact that Scorpio is a water sign and as such deeply emotional. Virgo looks for someone emotional to share a life with, and if they share this emotion of Scorpio through their sexual relations, they will both find sex between them extremely satisfying. The best time for Virgo and Scorpio to create enough safety and emotion in their sexual encounters, is in the situation where they are each other's first truly emotional experience. If they surprise each other with the power of emotions beneath the surface, that both of them seem to carry around, they will have a hard time ever separating from one another. The biggest problem of these partners is in their relation to Venus, and this can lead to loveless acts of sex that both partners are not truly satisfied with. They need to show love and be tender enough, enjoying themselves enough, or they might have to move on to someone they love more. 65%. Scorpio and Virgo trust. Trust is a very challenging issue for both of these signs, and this is something they can finally talk about with each other. There is a strong understanding here, for one of them fears betrayal more than anything, while the other hates it and gets vindictive as soon as any sign of dishonesty is in sight. The best thing about their connection is in their ability to understand each other in silence, not ever wanting to let each other down. 90%. Scorpio and Virgo communication and intellect. Virgo is a talkative sign, ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, but they hold on to a much more quiet and intellectual side of Mercury than we might anticipate. Scorpio represents a deep silence of the flow of a river, and they will both have a strong urge to jump into the depths of silence together. Their intellectual contact is stimulating, often strongly influencing their sex life and their truly deep emotions. It is almost as if they wouldn't be able to form a relationship without this ability for nonverbal communication that makes them perfect for each other. Both of these signs are prepared to go all the way, Virgo in their intellectual depth and Scorpio in everything in life. This will inspire both of them to search for all sorts of answers together, analyzing each other's psyche and determining the source of their problems with the world, or with each other. Through carefully chosen words, they can help each other heal or regenerate from difficult or even devastating experiences. It is a good thing for both of these signs to have each other in the time of need. 99%. Scorpio and Virgo emotions. If someone can reach the emotions hidden behind the extremely rational approach of Virgo, it is Scorpio. We could say that this ability hides in both of them and the dig up goes both ways. The problem here is in the fact that they remind each other of their imperfections. Scorpio is a sign in which the moon falls and at the same time the sign of Venus detriment. All emotions get lost here, as if Scorpio is a black hole that cannot get enough. Virgo partner is already sensitive and when in love, does everything they can to satisfy their Scorpio partner. This can feel like investing into a black hole with no gratitude whatsoever. Still, there is no other sign that can sense the needs of Scorpio better than Virgo, and no other sign that can dig up the emotions in Virgo better than Scorpio. An emotional relationship between them can turn out to be truly dark and difficult, but also incredibly strong and intimate. The only thing that can bore their emotions to death is the criticism they are both prone to. 75%. Scorpio and Virgo values. Both of these partners will value depth, intellectual most of all. There is nothing in the world that is as exciting as conversations that are so intense and so challenging for their minds. Most of the time they will agree on things they value most, although they might stumble upon a huge problem when they get to the point of throwing out the trash. Even though Scorpio doesn't normally accumulate things, and loves throwing them away, those they hold on to can be quite disgusting to a Virgo. Just imagine as their first child is born and Scorpio wants to frame that dried out residue of an umbilical cord. Do you think Virgo would want to wake up to this in their apartment every morning? 70%. Scorpio and Virgo shared activities. For the same reason their values might differ, their daily routine might differ too. Virgo will clean, that's a fact, simply because a clean house creates a clear mind, and Scorpio won't have much trouble fitting in, unless their personal belongings are questioned. However, when they choose places they want to visit, or clubs they want to go to, their choices will differ greatly. It is not hard for them to compromise to keep the relationship going, but it can be quite dark and demanding for both partners. If they don't start willingly hanging out in some tidy cemeteries, they might run out of options that would actually keep them both interested and happy. 55%. Summary. That changeable nature of Virgo will be settled down by the fixed quality of their Scorpio partner, who will keep their relationship exciting for a very long time. In general, there is a problem that these partners share when it comes to Venus, and their relationship is often a reflection of these troubles. This can lead to all sorts of emotional blackmail, their tendency to control each other's lives, and if not this, then constant criticism that makes them both feel guilty or simply sad. The best thing they can do is decide that they will value each other and be thankful for each other in this relationship. If they develop a strong sense of gratitude, their relationship might be extremely deep, exciting and truly appreciated by both partners. 76%.